Very good evening to all. I'm Dr. Pankaj from JSS College of Pharmacy, UP, also convener for Scientific Committee, Pharmanas 21, which is organized by Pharmacy Federation. So today is the last day of poster presentations. So since last 1 week, we are completed many presentations. So I welcome today's evaluators for this presentation, Dr. Subhas, Dean School of Pharmacy, GH Raisoni University, Madhya Pradesh. Welcome you, sir. Dr.
Thank you,
Madhav
sir.
Divedi
Yes,
from
sir.
Gitanjali University, Udaipur. Welcome you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Dr. Shankar, Professor, PhD College of Pharmacy, Coimbatore, Tamil Nadu. So we welcome you all and let us start the session. Sweta, over to Sweta.
Okay, thank you, sir. Now I request eNest 441 M. Meghna to kindly come up and present her poster, and please keep your videos on.
Good evening to one and all. My name is Meghna. I am from VV Institute of Pharmaceutical Sciences, Gudlavalleru, Andhra Pradesh. And my topic is enhancement of the solubility of the ambrisentan by using the solid dispersion technique. Here, the main aim of our experiment is to increase the solubility of the ambrisentan drug. Generally, ambrisentan drug is used to treat the pulmonary arterial hypertension. Pulmonary arterial hypertension is nothing but the increase in the BP or the high BP in the arteries of the lungs, and it mainly acts on the endothelium A receptor and it inhibits the endothelium A receptor. It mainly approved in the Europe, Canada, United States, and it is also present in India. Coming to the mechanism, in general, there will be of two types of endothelium receptors, mainly endothelium type A and type B. Here we concentrate more on the endothelium type A receptor, as the endothelium type A receptor in general it causes vasoconstriction and cell proliferation. But in endothelium B receptor we can see the vasodilation. Our intended action is vasodilation. So we act only on the endothelium type A receptor. This ambrisentan acts directly on the endothelium type A receptor and inhibits vasoconstriction and causes vasodilation and anti-proliferation. This is the mechanism of the ambrisentan. Coming to the pharmacokinetics, ADME, absorption, distribution, metabolism, and elimination. Ambrisentan is rapidly absorbed with peak plasma concentration occurring around 2 hours of our oral administration. It is having a half-life about 15 hours, and ambrisentan has 99% of the plasma protein bound. The metabolism of this is ambrisentan in presence of the iridium 5-diphosphate glucuronide transferase forms ambrisentan glucuronide. This ambrisentan is eliminated through urine and through feces also. Coming to the materials and methods. Here we have used the ambrisentan drug and it is a class 2 drug. As we all know that is ambrisentan is a uh, low solubility drug. Class 2 drugs are of a low solubility and high permeability drugs. As a result, it is a class 2 drug in the BCS classification. And we have used beta cyclodextrin as a carrier which used as a solvent enhancer. When ambrisentan added to the solvent and enhancer beta cyclodextrin by using solvent dispersion technique in presence of ethanol and water, we have conducted this experiment. Solvent dispersion technique is the solvent is dispersed in the solvent enhancer and then inserted to the solvent. Here we have taken different proportions of the solvent and the solvent carriers or solvent enhancer. We have taken a couple of ratios of about 1:1, 1:2, 1:3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Here we have keep the ambrisentan is constant and we constantly increases the carrier, that is beta cyclodextrin. By taking these two components and other excipients, we mixed in the porcelain dish and we sieved them in the sieve number 20. and the blended powder of about 5 mg is taken and filled in the capsules and placed in the dissolution chamber. And here we can see in dissolution chamber we maintained the characteristics, that is of about on temperature is room temperature and RPM is 50 RPM, and we used USP2 paddle type dissolution chamber. And here we have taken for about, in this graph we can see here we have taken about 10 minutes interval, and for every 10 minutes we have taken the samples out from the each dose, that is of all P1 to P8 samples, and we analyzed them by calibration and UV spectroscopy. Here's the calibration and these are the results. Here we can see as the time increases and as the concentration of the beta cyclodextrin increases, the solubility also increases. Here this table shows these are the concentrations and the ratios of the beta cyclodextrin and the drug, and the solvent used of about 5 to 10 ml. The main result of this is to increase the result shows that the increase of the solubility of the drug by using the beta cyclodextrin. We have also conducted the FTIR studies and it shows about 99% bioequivalence of the both drug and the carrier. Here in the results it shows increase in the solubility by using this beta cyclodextrin. And for immediate release substances we can use about P8, and for sustained releases we can use P1 as a, and here we can conclude that as the concentration of the carrier or the beta cyclodextrin increases, the solubility increases, and time factor also plays a main role. Finally, I conclude that the beta cyclodextrin helps in the enhancement of the solubility of the ambrisentan drug, which is mainly used in the pulmonary arterial hypertension. Thank you.
Thank you, Meghna. Now I request all the evaluators to kindly come up with their questions. Request all the evaluators.
Yeah. This is Shankar. So you want to improve the solubility of the drug. What is the solubility of the drug initially? Am I audible?
Initially,
Yeah.
yes, sir. Initially, it is of about only 10 to 15% in methanol, ethanol, or even water. It's poor soluble.
Well, I'm asking how many milligram per ml?
Okay.
How many milligram per ml is the solubility? Always the solubility should be expressed in milligram per ml. Okay. So initially, how much?
This 5 milligram per ml.
Okay, 5 milligram per ml. So because of that, the bioavailability is less. So you are improving by means of solid dispersion by fusion method or what method?
By general method only, sir. By mixing of the solvent and air dry and hot air oven dries.
Okay. So just to use your dissolved in solvent with the carrier and you are improved. So in the final outcome, how much you are able to improve from 5 milligram per ml to how much you are able to improve?
Yes, sir. About 30% in 30%, or that means 30 mg per ml we can improve, sir. This is the result of it.
So this is the improve. Okay. So what is the dissolution medium you used?
Phosphate buffer, sir.
Phosphate buffer you used. Good. Okay. And how many folds the dissolution is increased when compared to the pure drug? How many times?
Yes, sir. It is about 5 folds.
5 folds you are able to increase the dissolution.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So you are compared with any marketed formulation?
Yes, sir. It is lupin tablet having ambrisentan. So we compared with that tablet, sir. It is of about 5 mg drug.
Okay. So that is when compared to that product, your product is better. Am I right?
Yes, sir. As
Yes.
per of in the studies of the
Dissolution.
yes, sir.
Okay, thank you.
Thanks.
Hello.
Sir,
Yeah. How did you find out solubility of that drug? What was the method used?
it's a dissolution, sir.
Dissolution in what?
I used dissolution apparatus by using phosphate buffer and the carrier beta cyclodextrin.
No, that is the method by which you carry out dissolution studies. I am
Yes, sir.
asking, how did you find the solubility of a drug?
Okay, by this graph we can see, sir, it is that as the time increases, the solubility increases in the UV spectroscopy, sir.
That is dissolution data. I am asking, how did you check the solubility of that drug in the solution or the buffer or whatever the solvent you have used?
By using FTIR studies on the UV, we conducted this test, sir.
No. Okay. Second thing, you say that P8.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, P8 is the good 1:7, I think, no?
Yes, sir.
So in 1:7, your excipient would be much higher than that of the drug or the bulk of the tablet. What you will be preparing, it will be much more.
Yes, sir. But
Is there any method?
yeah, yes, sir. The point is correct, and we have as we only concentrated on the solubility enhancement, we increased the concentration of the carrier. So,
Okay. Over to you, DVD sir. Thank you, madam.
Hello. Are you? I am audible to you.
yes, sir.
Hello.
Yes,
I am
sir.
audible to you. Okay. Okay. You tell me why you selected this drug only.
Okay. Actually, this drug is a gifted drug to my principal, sir. So, as this drug is not used by any one of our college mates, so we selected this drug.
Okay. Could you explain? There is a something. There is a type B, ETB. Type B. So could you explain difference between type B and type A?
Yes, sir. Type A is a receptor which causes the vasoconstriction and proliferation, but type B causes the vasodilation and anti-proliferation. They both act oppositely, sir. And B receptor and our action is similar. Both causes vasodilation, sir. As a result, we can decrease the pulmonary arterial hypertension and BP.
Okay, okay. Could you think not for just now? Is there any effect in the COVID period of this drug? Just for your thinking. Just for your thinking. You are decreasing the pulmonary arterial hypertension. How you
Yes, sir.
think that this drug can be helpful in COVID or not? What is your thinking?
In general, mainly COVID treatment, there were many post-COVID complications like increasing the BP and increasing the sugar. In that cases, we can give that, but more clinical studies has to be done before administering to the patients. I think so, sir.
Okay, okay. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Meghna.